Jamie Piddleton, and we are back in the kitchen from the garden where I wanted to show you this beautiful cutting display of flowers that I just pinched off everything in my garden, and I'll show this to you closer in just a minute. But God does give us time. He does give us time, and He does give us the beauty of our hard work. I was smelling the sage in here, and the roses, and just the beautiful trumpet vines and flowers, and the feather plants, the butterfly bushes. It's just such a fresh smelling. It smells like a florist shop in here right now with a little hint of the sage. But and see the hydrangeas? My hydrangeas actually bloomed this year. Isn't that beautiful? So I found a small vase from some flowers that John got me from when he was in Iraq. I found the vase that I was looking for. Sorry about that. My phone rang. My son. I just became a grandmother of a little girl. So that's our second grandchild. As a lot of you know, remember, our first grandchild, Lila, passed away at 2 weeks before her due date from cord around the neck. So this has been a very difficult 4 years, almost 4 years for us. But they've lost a couple, but then they had Carter, my grandson. And now they had Cheyenne, my granddaughter, and I got to hold her this weekend. John and I took the RV down south, and we got to spend some time, and I'll put a photo of the baby here. And this is an update photo of the baby Carter here. He's a year old. All right, we're back. What do you think of that? Can you believe how fast he's growing? And I got a little granddaughter. Can't wait to start buying those dresses and things now. But we have got our cuttings here from the garden. I'm going to take you out and show you the garden here in just a minute as a little garden tour and show you all the hard work that we have put into the gardens and stuff. I've laid a lot of stone. This is why a lot of you have not seen us, because I have been working on all of this. We've got strawberries, blueberries, the blackberries are on, the grapes are coming on, apples, pears, peaches, different types of apples and peaches, raspberries. We just have so many fruits and vegetables. Here's some zucchini that my son gave me. So John got me this vase, as I was saying, from Iraq. It's some flowers that he sent me for my birthday. And so I wanted to fill this little vase with all these beautiful flowers that we've worked so hard on. We have the snowball hydrangeas, the purple cones. We have butterfly bush. We have sage. I can't remember the name of this, but it's from the sage family. These. I want to show these to you. I can get a hold of them here. Aren't those just stunning? Look at that. And I got another little small one here to tuck and kind of hang off the side. And then we have some more tall sticks of sage from the garden. So just a little variety of flowers here. I picked some of our really pretty lavender. Let me focus here. There you go. Some of our little buds that will bud out and that kind of kept in that plumish burst of flowers that I was going with that matches the house. Okay, and I planted flowers that I knew that would look great inside the house. And there you go. You get to see the hutch that I built. Isn't that stunning? And the base here, that base there came from Big Lots as it was going out of business, and I just matched the color of my furniture to that base right there. And then of course we built that top, and I built the shelving in here. Didn't have any shelving or anything in it. John wired some lights in there for me. And then the reason why there's not a light here is because the light kit came with 3, and the holes were already drilled in this piece of wood. So I had to fill the puck lights up in there. So right here we're going to put like a little cabinet or something here. Maybe like one of those dish racks. It smells so sweet and divine. And I can go get more cuttings in a minute. I just wasn't sure how much this vase would actually hold in the neck. All right, so I'm going to take an aspirin in here, and I'm just going to crush it. No big deal. In my mortar pestle here, we're just going to crush it. There we go. It don't have to be really good. Okay, there we go. I'm going to rinse it out with a little bit of water. Okay, there we go. Okay, pour that into the jar. Give it another rinse. Pour that in the jar as well, and one more rinse. One more rinse, pour that in. There we go. Try not to hit this on the jar. We don't want to break the jar. All right, and again, that's just an aspirin. I'm just gonna take some strips of tape. Green tape is best, clear tape is good, even better. But all I had here was electrical tape. And when you get done, you're not really going to see it. So I'm just going to cut some thin strips of electrical tape here. And we're just going to take it like this. Just going to cross it like this, and then we're going to do it just like we're layering a pie. And we're going to do one more. This will keep the flowers from falling down inside of the vase while I'm arranging them. That. There you go, just electrical tape for this one so you could see it, but again, you want to use floral tape. Alright, now that we have that done, we're going to go ahead and start arranging. Now the way I arrange is I'm going to arrange mine in a fan situation, but if you're in like in a center round table, then you'd want to do tall in the middle and short droopy things coming out the side that would kind of hide the tape, what have you. In my instance, I have a lot of tall spiky type plants, and I want to make sure that they reach here inside the water. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to fill this up with water. Right down the side here so I don't get my tape wet. Make sure it's room temperature to cool water. Flowers like the cool. See? See, the nice thing about the plumber's tape is it can get wet, it beads just right off there. Sage has a tendency sometimes to give me a migraine. Remember, you're just going to cut off at an angle, so that helps to get the water to absorb. And I'm going to pull off just the bottom spiky parts here, and I'm just going to kind of put this, let me put this at the right angle here, just for right now. Give it an angled cut. We're going to cut all of our flowers at an angle, just like that. Anything that's broken or bent, we're going to remove. Matter of fact, I'm going to put these a little bit farther forward, I think. Here we go. We'll start arranging, see how it looks. There's some talls. My dad taught me how to landscape, and he said, Jane, do it in threes. Odd numbers look best in landscaping. So just a little tip and a little hint there. I think I like that straight up the back. So let's kind of bring these around front just a little bit. All right. The highlight of our plant are these hydrangeas. They're the highlight of the plant here. Take off the bottom flowers. I don't want to take off too much of the flowers here. I cut these a little short, but that's fine. Again, I want to make sure they reach the water. Okay, again, trim. And you're just going to keep working. There we go. Your way around the bouquet. There's a beautiful feather plant here. Beautiful feather plant. This is just a showy spot here in the middle, wouldn't you say? Let's see, there you go. It's a beautiful spot for it, right? Let's bring that across the front. There we go. Let's go ahead and stick this one back in here. I think we can do that now. There we go. Kind of use some other flowers to prop it up for a minute. Okay, we got some more tall cone flowers here. We put a few tall cones in here. There we go. And of course we've got this beautiful showpiece here. This beautiful showpiece here. It's going in the middle, and it has a lot of blooming left to do. Let me get it cut at an angle here. Get rid of all the bottom seed pods. And by the way, you can dry these seeds out on the stem, and when they're all dried and hard, you can collect the seeds off these. You can see I'm going to get this in water. It's starting to kind of droop. So this is a real showpiece here, and that's going to go right here in the middle, and that will perk right back up again, and that will get tall again. Let me make sure that you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. There you go. Little rosebud that I broke it off. This little rose got broken, so I'm just going to put it, it's kind of a little showpiece. We'll put it down inside this little section right here. I want to make sure it hits the water. It'll bloom out really nice out here on the side. I accidentally knocked it off when I was outside. There's another small little piece here. Again, that's kind of has that kind of that droopy look. So we got the spikes, we got the droopy look. If we can get that to kind of hang onto the spike, there we go. It'll suck that water in and it'll perk back up again. Hopefully, it'll perk back up again. And we're just going to start filling in some of the blanks here with some of the salvia. That rose, I just want it to do good. All right, we have butterfly bush here. And it's beautiful, beautiful butterfly bush. In fact, we're going to kind of, it's shorter stems, so we're going to kind of hang it off the side here. Remember, spiky, kind of in the middle here. Spikes are fine. We want to give it that fan look. Fill it in, and the white will really just make this pop. Spread it out here. Isn't that just beautiful? And these are just cuttings from my garden. You know, just using what I have. A little bit of the yellow. If you want some yellow, just add a little bit of the yellow. That is fine. And this is a summer bouquet. That is fine. When you get it this far, what we're going to do is you can fill in the blanks with some of the smaller pieces. That's no big deal. But you can take and kind of pull them out here just a little bit. Make sure your showstoppers, again, this will kind of fluff up here when it starts absorbing some more water. It'll stand up. It'll be more like this. Okay? And then you want some of your showstoppers kind of sticking out here a little bit. So what you want to do is kind of pull back out on things just a little bit. You don't want to shove anything in too tight. You want it just to kind of relax and kind of do its thing. Just make sure, like I said, that it's in. And then we got filler pieces of sage here. And if you want a bouquet that sits like this, like up against the wall, then you can put something in there like that. But I think this looks great. And again, if this is going to be a centerpiece, you'd go with tall in the center and then droopy all the way around. But this is going to go up against, like with the wall here. So I wanted my display to be more like this. There we go. Thought I lost that one in the mix. And you can kind of spread them out, spread them around here a little bit, fan them out. And here is our arrangement. Isn't that stunning? Okay, and here is our perfect kitchen arrangement, or actually for any room. The bedroom, if you want some nice soothing smells for at night when you sleep, this is great. Dreams of Gardens right here. This would be my favorite thing. And everything in here is just so beautiful. Let me try to see if I can't get it to focus a little here for you. Isn't that beautiful? From the hydrangeas to the purple cones to the feathers to the butterfly bushes. Just, it's a beautiful, here's the sage. It's just a beautiful arrangement. And John walked in the door and you can smell it, can't you? Yeah, it smells fine. There's hubby, he just walked in. All right, so we love you. Be sure and bring your garden, all that hard work that you've done, be sure and bring it in. Harvest your flowers the same way that you would harvest your fruits and vegetables. Bring them into the house and enjoy them. And see, the reason why I have so many flowers is because that is my time with God. That is my time You know, I call it the Garden of Eden. Well, it really is, because that's my time with God, and I call it my Eden. Maybe a lot of work, but boy, John and I really do enjoy our time in the garden. And to relax amongst it once we're done and all the hard work, it's just really enjoyable for us. All right, so I hope that you like this arrangement. We'll be bringing you more arrangements as the year comes through in different seasons, because my oranges and yellows, my yellows are just now starting to bloom, but more oranges and yellows are coming into bloom now for the fall colors. My yard continues to bloom in different seasons in different colors. It's just like the neighbor said, it's almost majestic the way that it looks. And that's just the biggest compliment somebody can give us, since we work so hard on it. But we bring it in. We bring it in and enjoy it indoors as well, because we can't always be outside, especially in these 100-degree temps. So, so I do my watering in the morning or in the evening, where the flowers get most of their nutrients in the morning and the evening, when they really absorb it through the night. And that also saves on the water bill as well. So water in the evening so they can really have time to absorb it before it evaporates off in the daytime in the heat. I don't know what we did different. I think just mulch makes a big difference, doesn't it, John? That's the biggest, and some fertilizer. All right? We love you. Go with God. Blessings.